Hi, English 112. We made it to the final essay. Yay! So hopefully you have gotten your argument essay, your academic argument essay turned in. If you haven't, please do that as soon as you possibly can, because from here on out, we move pretty quickly to the end of the semester, and I don't want that essay hanging over your head. I want you to be able to focus on Hamlet and on creating your Hamlet essay, since that counts as your final exam in this class. So I don't want anything kind of hanging over your head. So get that done. So this week we turn to Hamlet. So you've got two things to do this week. For Monday's class, I've posted below a PowerPoint presentation and a short lecture that I give. So play it and listen to it about Shakespeare, specifically about his life. Last week, we looked at the period around Shakespeare, talking about the Tudors and Elizabeth as queen, the Renaissance, the Reformation, how those kind of play out in Europe and in England. So this week, we're looking specifically at Shakespeare himself, and then we're starting the play. So for Wednesday's class, you have to do Act 1 of Hamlet. And so you've got some discussion questions that I've posted below. You'll just download and open that Word document, answer the questions in the document, save it, turn it in. And it gets turned into the links, just like where every other assignment link is in this class, whichever side they're on. We start Act 1. I love this play. It is, I think, one of the neatest looks at the human psyche, particularly when we think about what motivates us to make a choice, what motivates us to behave in certain ways. Some of the things that should motivate us the most, we think, sometimes don't. So the play itself really digs into that. And remember, Shakespeare is writing this in like the year 1600, 1601. So this is long before psychology was ever considered a science. It wasn't even a thing. But he is so in tune to what makes us human that Shakespeare's plays are just an incredible exploration of the psyche. And Hamlet is that. It's fascinating. He's a young guy. He's about your all's age. He's college. He's home from college. And he's really struggling with things that are going on in his family. And we see how the Reformation at the time plays out. We see how the Renaissance plays out. And we see some really interesting character development. So I get something new from Hamlet every time I teach it, and I've taught it dozens of times. So I'm really excited to walk through this play with you. The version that we're using, that I'm linking to down below, is an online version of the play from the Folger Shakespeare Library in Washington, D.C. It's a great place to visit. They have a cool theater, and they've got all these libraries and all kinds of really just cool stuff for English geeks like me. They also have one of the first folios, so the very, very first publication of Shakespeare's plays that came out in 1623. The Folger Shakespeare Library has one on display, and it's really cool. That's their version, and it's a great version because they've got fantastic footnotes, notes along the sides that you can pay attention to. They have also made available the audio version of the entire play. That's normally not available for free, but they have, given the fact that everybody is online now, and so they've made all the audio free. So I've showed you in a brief video below how to find that. So I highly suggest opening up the audio and playing it, and then having the play in front of you and read and listen at the same time. And their audio is really high quality. They're using actors from their stage productions to voice these characters. And so it's not just a boring reading. It's as though you're at a play and these actors are playing the parts. So I'm really excited, like I said, to start the play with you guys. And I look forward to seeing your answers to the discussion questions and seeing where we go. All right, have a good week.